Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the article Success with ELLs, Authentic Assessment for ELLs in the ELA Classroom in 2009 by Margot Delicarpini, presenters me, Amelia Quintero. A focus on standardized testing, or standardized assessment, sorry. So education is an assessment-driven field, which there can be pros and cons to this. The number one pro is that stakeholders, students, and teachers can have a gauge of how students are doing, their mastery and progress, and therefore make plans to improve. Some cons to this is that this assessment-driven field serves to narrow the curriculum. So teachers start to teach for the test instead of teaching all sorts of things. They simply start teaching for students to do well on this mid-year test or end of the year test. And another con is that these assessments might only tell us about how good students are at take testing and not actually tell us anything about their content knowledge and skill in this area. Now focusing a little more on English language learners, here are some challenges that English language learners can face during standardized testings. So there is the question whether the results of these ELLs and their exam are actually informing us of their content knowledge, or if they're informing us about their language ability or their lack of. And some challenges they face on assessments can arise from unfamiliar vocabulary use. If the questions are using words that these students are not familiar yet with, then that can be a bit problematic. They might know the answer to the question, but not understand what the question is asking. It's also background knowledge and past educational experience that can play a role on how ELLs perform on standardized testing. There's also the fact that a student with less experience with a pictured activity will likely be graded lower than a student who has more experience with such activities, yet these students might have the same language ability. So those are some things that can definitely become a challenge while assessing English language learners. But it's also good to remember that there is ways that English teachers can move forward and learn more about their English language learners to accommodate for them. So how teachers can do this, according to Lorraine Baldus Pierce, she says effective performance-based assessments need to accomplish the following. They need to use meaningful, naturalistic, context-embedded tasks through hands-on and collaborative activities. To show what students know and can do based on a variety of assessment tasks, not just the same type. They need to support the language and cognitive needs of English language learners. They need to allow for flexibility in meeting individual needs, make sure everyone's taken care of, and provide feedback to students' strengths and weaknesses where they can improve, and generate descriptive information that can guide instruction. And lastly, you need to provide information for teaching and learning that result in improvement in student performance. So, authentic assessment for English language learners. Traditional classroom assessments like standardized tests are dependent on language, which might provide little to no information on English language learners' understanding of the concept. So English teachers could provide opportunities for English language learners to see the immediate connections between their lives and their curriculum, which is very important for these children's success. So one way they can do this or how they can do this is through authentic activities, which include a variety of presentation formats that connect a work of literature, a poem, a piece of art, a song lyric to students' lives, either their life in the United States or their experience in their native country. This can be presented through PowerPoint, YouTube, blog, a website, a music video, and many other fun ideas. So a little more on this. On authentic assessment, it allows teachers to see what their English language learners know in ways that go beyond traditional assessment. And it also allows English language learners to develop the necessary and current technology needed to be successful in this new society. So students know how to use all technology that we use nowadays. Assessment for English language learners in mainstream English classroom requires a lot of time, preparation, and collaboration for teachers, but the benefits are tremendous and very well worth it. Okay, that's the end of my presentation on this article. Thank you guys for watching.